Hi.
Okay.
Can you see
I love
me?
you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, really? Do you?
I do. I was wondering.
Where were you in high school?
How do you suggest that wage slaves like pilots change the system?
Say that. I couldn't hear you. Say that one more time.
How do you suggest that wage slaves like pilots change the system?
Well, they couldn't fly the planes if they didn't have those pilots. If the pilots organized and said, look, you can't treat us this way any longer, then I think things would change. If it doesn't change that way, that we, the people who are riding on those planes, have a right to demand legally that there be a minimum wage for pilots.
Definitely.
Right? I don't want somebody up there making $16,000 a year. Are you kidding me? I barely want that person touching my burger in the restaurant. No offense to all you burger flippers out there, but you know, if you're gonna just quit flipping burgers one day and go fly a plane, I got something to say about that.
Definitely. So I know that Walmart has dropped its dead Peasants Insurance. What other changes have been made that you know of since A Love Story has been released?
Well, Senator Chris Dodd, the head of the Banking Commission, a man who received loans from Countrywide, a mortgage company that he was supposed to be overseeing as part of the head of the Banking Commission. That's a big part of the film, and he's decided not to run for re-election, which I had asked for when the movie came out. I'm happy to see that has happened. But the changes that have occurred, they're very small. I mean, we've helped a couple of people stay in their homes who got evicted, things like that, but we need really big systematic changes, and one movie alone can't make that happen.
It's a start. It's a really good start.
But it's a start. Well, thank you.
So because President Obama supports equality in the form of universal health care, he's called a socialist. Could you briefly define the difference, in your opinion, between democracy and socialism?
There isn't much difference in my mind, because both of them are about the people being in charge. Both of them are about the people having an equal slice of the pie. In democracy, we have an equal slice of the vote. You have the same number of votes as I have. It doesn't matter what you or I earn, where we come from, what our gender is, etc. We have the same number of votes. One for you, one for me. If you apply that philosophy to the economy, then that's essentially what is called socialism, where we divide up that pie as fairly as possible. Right now, here's how the pie is divided up. There's one guy at the table who's taking 9 slices of the pie and leaving one slice for the other 9 people at the table to fight over.
So this is a loaded question. I'm trying to keep it brief. If you could create your dream ballot for a democratic economic system, who and what choices would be on that ballot?
Who would be on the ballot?
Yes, and what choices would be options for the American people would there be on your dream democratic economic system ballot?
Well, I would have whatever entity is going to essentially modulate and moderate the economy, that we get to vote for who those people are. Almost in the same way that we vote for Congress. We have to have some say over that, of who sets monetary policy, interest rates, things like that. I would establish both a federal bank, not the Federal Reserve, but an actual bank, where no or low interest loans would be available to people who want to buy a home or want to do something to improve their lives or whatever. All of that benefits the society as a whole. We help things like that. Out of the 50 states, there's only one state that has a state-owned bank, and that's the state of North Dakota.
I did. I saw that.
Did you watch that on the DVD extras? Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it makes such perfect sense too. It's like why would your state collect all the tax dollars it collects and then ship it off to a bank in New York. And then go to that bank for a loan where they charge you outrageous interest. Why not just keep the tax dollars in your state bank and use that to provide college loans or to provide, because remember, if it's a state bank, the bank is not set up to make a profit. It's set up to help its students, its people.
Joy, this will be the last question.
I think.
Do you believe that corporate greed must continue to deprive the lower class of basic rights to the point where getting by seems nearly impossible for many more people until major changes will be made?
Yes.
It's scary to think about.
It is scary. Yes, and I think it's going to get worse. I think that these greedy bastards are out to scarf up as much money as they can, and they'll do it at everyone's expense. And they won't stop until they're stopped. So there's the challenge, right? Do people want to become politically active and demand this? Or do they just want to sit back and say, oh, there's nothing I can do. I can't fight City Hall. And the choice is really in everyone's hands.
And speaking of film,
Joy, I'm sorry, Joy. I'm sorry, I gotta cut you off there because we're really running a little bit behind here. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you, Joy. That was
Thank
very
you
nice.
for everything that you do.
Oh, you're very kind to say that. It means a lot to me, more than you know.
Yeah, me and my dad, we watch all your movies in theaters, and I appreciate it, your time today.
Thank you, and tell your dad thanks too.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.